That's because I'm still over on the other live right now. Hold on a second, brother. All right, and we're back. I'm joking, mine. How's your day? Um, just close out a few things real quick on my other, real quick. Alrighty then. Good to see you all. Happy to hear y'all. Welcome to Ye Old Guardsman Nom channel. And the Freedom Forum. Now, link is at the top. And if you give me a second, I'll go pin that real quick. Pinch it. And so there we go. All right. Now, man, y'all got to stop harassing people now. We don't want them coming over here and bombing the chat yet. Wasabi. Night, brother. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you, Dangers. And thank you for having that forum, brother. It's all good. Well, let's see here. Who's the air gun guy? William Tyre. Well, William, I am the feller that all men fear. I am death incarnate. I am the air gun guy. I joke. Ye old guardsman now at your service. How you, Moose? How you doing? Let me see here. Hi, Debs. Hi, Garrett. Hey, Hawkstooth. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. So, what's the topic of discussion? Or shall we start chucking squirrels? I joke, but y'all know me. I am just chipper. I am happy out of freaking what's that snow up there in Wairika. Oh, now y'all want to see me chuck squirrels? That's where'd they go? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Virginia come in. Maybe we'll get Indy in here. You never know. We always get someone. Of course, y'all done run off all the girls from my last live stream. Yeah, she's keeping it. She's keeping an eye on Ghetto, making sure you don't get into too much trouble. I do like a good cigar. Good low light scope for a Diana 34. I believe that's a spring piston air rifle. Um, Honestly, any old beater banger scope will do. Most spring pistons are known as scope wreckers. So, William, if you're looking for a good scope, try to find something that's pretty simple. I'd say, buy cheap because, and the cheaper the better on that situation, just because you're going to be replacing scopes. All right. And that's all spring pistons. It don't matter whether it's, an underlever or it's a brake barrel or it's, a side lever or whatever. Most, if not all, spring pistons are known as scope wreckers. Honestly, you're better off with iron sights on that one. If you can. If it don't come with iron sights, then like I said, it's the best scope you can get. Just a old Bader Banger freaking 22 rimfire or something, Your regular old rimfire scope would work, something cheap. Pardon me. That coffee's talking at me. Oh. Well, 'tis the season for most folks there, Garrett. For me, it's kind of like, well, it ain't Christmas unless I'm drunk. Oh, you know me, ain't I? I'll keep the party going for a little while. Shoot, long as I can. Long as I can. Oh, shit. It is a balmy 36 degrees out here where I'm at. Moose man. That gas station sushi. Oh boy. Oh, you just ate that, ain't right. Honestly, William, I'd rather shoot PCP than I'd rather shoot pre-charged pneumatic, and YouTube don't take out context. That is 100% about air guns. Coming from a guy who does, as you can see in the little name tag of a thing, I do air guns. It's my thing. That's what I'm good at. And when it comes down to it, I know all the different types pretty much. I know all the different manufacturers, makes, and whatnot. I can suggest to you an air gun that will suffice. Point. Now, you always got to remember, you get what you pay for. When it comes down to air guns, you get what you pay for. Now, pre-charged pneumatics are the new thing on the block. So, of course, they're going to be way more expensive than anything else, all right? However, a pre-charged pneumatic is an air gun that I do backflips over, man. You take all of the conveniences of a firearm and you put that in an air gun, all right? Now, you get the wheels turning. There you go. Matter of fact, you've got more convenience than a firearm, to be honest. Sure, firearms put lead out there at a greater speed, at a longer distance, with more energy on target. I'll give you that. All right. Okay. Woohoo. Now, here's something that a firearm can't do that an air gun can. Absolute silence. So quiet you could hear a cricket fart next to you while you're shooting a gun. That is the perk of an air gun. You have a silenced, moderated air rifle. There is nothing in this world that could hear you. The most they'll hear is a ka-ting, and that's it. And I know that for a fact. I personally own a Hot Sun Flash QE, Quiet Energy. That air gun is damn near silent. And when I say damn near silent, the only thing that you hear is a ka-ting. So, and it don't even sound as loud as a brake barrel spring piston. I like spring pistons for the one fact that you ain't got to go and buy a whole lot of pumping gear. And no, PCP does not cost more than an AR-15. I have seen AR-15s for $2,500. I have seen PCP air rifles for $399. Go ahead and tell me again. Man, I buy Hot Sun because when it comes down to it, it's good price, it's good quality, and you can go all the way up to fully automatic and still have a lethal pre-charged pneumatic air rifle. Honest to God. And they don't cost as much as an AR. But matter of fact, the lowest AR-15 I've ever seen, as far as price point is concerned, was about $1,500. All right. And that's for the real cheap ones. The highest price point on a hot song that I've ever seen is $999. Go ahead and tell me again how they cost more than AR-15s or ranch 14s or whatever you want. I'm being honest. An air gun is a good thing to look at, and especially if all you've got is either air guns or black powder. Black powder's going to cost less, of course. It's the older technology. All right. But it's not too much older. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. They had air guns in the 1800s. Hell, they had air guns in the 1700s. All right. Air guns. The only thing that was necessary for an air gun to be created was there to be a lathe. And believe it or don't, there is a lathe from the 1700s that was recovered from, I believe it was a silversmith's workshop, but at the same time, it was a lathe. And its manufacturing prowess was within about 2000s. That's good enough for any air gun. I only shoot armadillos. Well, son, you better get yourself something a little bit more powerful than that Diana. I'm going to tell you now, because otherwise they just bounce off. You're going to do that, you might as well shoot at rocks. All the damage you're going to do. Shoot. Armadillo. With a Diana. Oh my God. Man, get you a PCP air rifle. Hi, Andy. 10,000 rounds of 177. All right. I got 350 round of 25 cal for $18, or sorry, $20. And those are slugs. Those ain't pellets. So yeah. All right. I ain't never shot an armadillo with a pellet gun. I'm gonna be honest with you. That ain't something that I go out hunting, because I don't know about you, but I personally don't want to get leprosy. No, Atlanta. I really don't. I will say this. I have done my fair share of hunting with an air rifle, and they are potent enough to do. Even a 177 is potent enough to do. But, I try to be a little more humane about it. No, Andy, I ain't in the same part of the world anymore, so I'm actually headed back towards Los Angeles right now. I got to go prove to Uncle Sam that I ain't crazy one more time. Yeah, that was kind of special now, wasn't it? You see me pulled over the side of the road, a whole bunch of truckers lined up in front of me and behind me and all that, and flying past in the middle of a snow out, total whiteout, by the way. And I I don't know what happened to the feller, but I hope he made it to his destination, because that's what they call a noob in the trucking world. Yeah, India, everything's all right. I'm just having to make an appointment day after tomorrow in Los Angeles. Well, that would explain a lot, William. Honest to be, that would explain a lot. Far as under 25 yards is concerned, yes, a 177 is going so fast that yeah, it'll penetrate, up to about, I believe, 0.8 millimeter steel. So yeah, yeah, I'll text that to you later, bro. I got your number. I text it to you later. It's just a little short. It's kind of funny though, because I'm pulled over the side of the road, snow all over my windshield, and I'm just like, well, you see this feller? He's being a good fella. He's one of them long timers, them long haulers. You look over here, that boy's what they call a noob. It's pretty funny. At least the newer guys call it noob. Um, yeah, I know it's called a greenhorn as well, brother. Well, Andy, I keep praying. Keep praying. It's all gonna be all right. It's all gonna be all right. So, William, they make all the way down at 17 caliber. I beg you try what I'm talking about. These slugs from Nielsen Specialty Ammo. Um, it'll give you a little bit more oomph, a little more range than just that 25 yard. You might be able to reach out and touch something at 50. And they are potent. I will attest to that. They move quite fast. They are a potent particular. So look into it, brother. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Moon. Good to see you. Oh boy, 600 freaking miles more to go. Yes, I is somewhere north of Fresno right now. As they say, don't forget to hydrate. My tap water in a bottle. uh, Well, now, yeah, Nielsen Specialty Ammunition. They make airgun projectiles exclusively. They are an American company, and that's why I sit there and I just try to push them as much as I can, because honest to God, they're Americans. Matter of fact, I know it, Garrett. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, Nielsen is a American company. They're based out of Vernon, California. It's actually just right outside of Los Angeles. Their company is probably one of the few I could turn around and just be like, yeah, I totally endorse these people for several different reasons, but specifically because they're working really hard in order to keep, pest controllers and preppers in ammunition. They've reached out to me in the past and says, thank you for what you do, and all that fun stuff. And I particularly like the ammunition myself. I'll say this: I got nothing to complain about with that ammo. Don't get me wrong, I love Moose, because Moose's ammunition, I mean, he's been working hard with me to try and get a proper ammunition for my 50 caliber, which is a hard gun to try and find ammo for. Nielsen sells hollow point slugs, but there's only one kind that Nielsen makes for that, and so it's kind of dicey. It's hard to get them sometimes. That's exactly what they do. They fuck with your head, and then they make sure that you're actually sane. So this is gonna be fun. Unfortunately, it is a government building, so I can't actually film inside. Or I'd show y'all what I'm talking about. How these people, they got to prove. I got to prove to them I ain't crazy. I got to prove to them that I am still physically injured. Lots of fun. I'm glad you found it, William. Honest, because one, I can always use the views, my brother, but on the second, I like to help people. That's what I do. So you got questions about air guns. That's one of my fields. I'm really, really good about it. Oh, they ain't going to, no. They try shoving that shit down my throat, I'm going to tell them go fuck themselves. I'll be fine. Thank you. I don't need your test. I don't need your vax. I don't need your bullshit. All right. I already done fucking kicked that shit's ass twice. I ain't gotten 6 cents. Go ahead and tell me again how that works. I've had tons of contact, no mask, no nothing. But this vaccine now, I'm wondering about it. And I can speak on this, and YouTube, y'all know that I can, specifically because that's one of my prerequisites I have under my belt. I've done quite well with biology and biological sciences, including but not limited to virology. I do understand it quite well. So I think that honestly, that whole it's just not right. Something doesn't sit right with me. All right, and I know what I'm talking about. I've been talking about it for years. I've been doing all the different research. I've done all the different, back history and whatnot, all the innovations that they're talking about. And I look at it and I question, because if you do not question, then you are doomed to deal with whatever the hell comes flying your way. If you're a yes man, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't work. You're going to take risks that may be unnecessary. Now, this is my personal opinion. This is also, believe it or don't, my educated opinion. I do have knowledge in these fields. When it comes down to virology, I could tell you about a dozen different viruses I have lived through and have beaten. So I can actually talk on this. Okay. Survival errors that break down like a Henry AR-7 non-air does. If so, what did I think? There's a couple that I've used that I really do recommend as an air rifle if you can get your hands on them, because they're impossible to find anymore. They've discontinued the manufacture. But the Crosman RS2 Sportsman series with the interchangeable barrels breaks down to a certain point to where the stock, the piston, and the barrel all sit in the same, small space about yay long. That air gun, I like it a lot. The only thing I'd like better is if it came in 25 and 30 caliber. But you got to make your own barrels for that. Which I have, and honestly, I like that gun. I do. That's one of the few break barrels, spring piston air guns I could sit there and recommend all day. Now, that being said, I believe Crosman, this Benjamin, that's Diana, it's all the same company. I believe that they discontinued the manufacture of that air gun. So if you can find them, if you can find one, get your hands on it. For real. It's a great air gun. They do not make them in 25 caliber. They do not make them in 30 caliber. But they do make them in 17 and 22. And you can find them. So, I recommend that particular air gun just because, one, that is an air gun that I have hunted with, that I have carried, that I utilized as my go-to choice of survival weapon for a long time. William, if you're going to go with a PCP, I can recommend a good starter kit. All right. And when I say starter kit, I mean, you're going to need to purchase either a pump or a tank. And if you purchase a tank, then you're going to need a compressor. All right. I'm just putting that out there, and they do get pretty pricey. The air pump is $300 and something from Hill, and it's the best air pump you could ever buy. That one I can actually go and recommend. I got one in my back, the back of my truck right now. The air gun that I would particularly say is a good starter, something to start with so that you get going forwards with PCPs and you start to like them and whatnot and understand what they're all about, is the Hatsan Flash QE. And they make those all the way up to 25 caliber. I would suggest, because of my personal experience, that you purchase the 25 caliber. It gives you knockdown power out to 150 yards. It can take a coyote and it can take a deer. And I can attest to the coyote. I personally have shot a coyote and dropped it with one round. Of course, that was the Nielsen 52 grain Sierra Boattail hollow point slug. But, you know, they don't make those anymore at Nielsen. Sorry, they broke the mold. But they do make a 55 grain hollow point slug, flat tail, which will do the same thing out to about 150 yard. And like I says, I can attest to that. Garrett, man, I don't want to do that. I might get some butthurt Karen coming out the woodworks. Freaking going Blue Falcon on my ass. You know how that works. I'm trying to keep my head down and my nose clean. The devil done dragged me back to LA. I don't want to go any further than that. You know what? I honestly think this, mind you, for the Christian folk, I apologize if I butt hurt your feelings, but this is a reality. I honestly think that the devil owns Los Angeles. All right. If there is a such thing as Satan or, you know, that an evil spirit, it owns Los Angeles. There is something rotten in Los Angeles. And I don't think it's the homeless. Honest. Probably, Indy. Probably. I can't speak to it because I ain't been to Seattle yet. A little further north than I've been. I'm thinking about making a trip up there pretty soon. You know, you got to see it at least once in your life. You know, see it and be like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out. But, yeah. Once I've gotten through this freaking hoopla that I'm having to deal with, here, spend $1,000, run back and forth from freaking Los Angeles to where you've been living. Oh, and by the by, we're not going to reimburse you for that. Bug out. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, let me put it this way, Virginia. What is the most depressed state in the union? I'd have to say Washington, because everybody's so butthurt about the rain up there, they forget to think about, you know, the fact that, hey, they ain't got to worry about water. Think on that a minute now. Folks down here in Cali are freaking, whoa. Yeah, Garrett, that right there, I can get behind. If it don't say free underneath the movie, don't watch it. Honestly. Because what you're doing is you're supporting a bunch of hypocritical bullshit and dumbasses. I'm going to be honest about that. All the water in Seattle has Antifa particles in it. Oh man, somebody slap me now. No, I didn't mean that. Don't walk up to me and slap me, because you might not get a happy response. I'm just saying. Oh shit, it's getting lovely out here. California doesn't have water particles, they just have Antifa particles. All right, Virginia, you razzing me now. Hey, Camilla. Bye-bye. Sorry about that, folks. Any Hoosiers. Oh, a tech troll is a computer program that runs around and spam bots everybody's chats on a live stream when they go beyond, I believe it's about 30 minutes. So you see them, don't just freaking don't just hide them, block them. Don't just hide them, report them. Get them off my channel. Yeah, far as it goes. Blaine, Washington. I didn't know that they named a city after me now. I'm joking. I don't give a shit. All right, now. Yeah, there's shit pickles all up and down the West Coast. I try to avoid them. That being said, you can't fix stupid. But there is something you can do with stupid. ignore it. Good luck, Garrett. That's all I could say. I hope that that you don't catch the DC virus. Fucking assholes. Ugh. Wouldn't it be funny now if of all the freaking presidents to call on the militia, you know, of all the presidents, past or present, that have ever served, wouldn't it be funny now if Biden decides to call on the militias? I swear to God, I'd shit a blue brick. I'd lose my mind. Freaking hiding Biden. Yeah. I would not like it very much. But orders are orders. Hey, what's up, Monty? How you doing, brother? See now, William, I believe that's where you're wrong, brother. I would. And it's not because it's Biden. Matter of fact, it definitely would not be because it's Biden. It would be because I swore an oath as a U.S. Minuteman. I believe in our country. What's up, Willie? Now, tell Ghetto I love him. Oh, anyways. Yeah, like as I was saying, I'd show up specifically because that's part of the oath. All right. I hate you got to do it when it's, when it's nice and when it ain't. You just can't do it as when it's unconstitutional, which would mean that only Biden or his predecessor or, someone coming after him, the sitting president, can call upon the militia. Just the way it is, man. Only the people of the United States and the president of the United States. That's how it works. Congress doesn't have power over the militias for that particular reason. So Congress actually can't call on the militias. The president or the people. Now, when I swore an oath, I swore to defend the United States sovereignty, the soil here, and the Constitution, and the republic for which it was created. That's my duty. It doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter why. What matters is that it must follow along according to the Constitution of the United States, and it must follow along correctly. I will follow any constitutional order. That's my oath. And my service, as prescribed by the United States Constitution, regardless of redaction, is from the age of 18 to the age of 65. It is what it is. Someday, I'll be able to turn around and say, breath of fresh air. I know they aren't. I know they're not following any oath. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of saying, yeah, fuck you. Don't have that luxury. If I get a constitutional order, I must follow it. Defense of the Commonwealth and aid in the common defense. Them's the duties. It ain't lovely. There is it's a disgusting thing that I'd have to do, I tell you that. I would not be happy with it. However, according to the Constitution, I do have to follow those orders. Yeah. Mind you, if they make abso-fucking-lutely no sense, if those orders conflict with the whatchamacallums, the militia standards, I can say, fuck you, go to hell. Mind you, I haven't gotten an order yet about that one. California Minutemen dissolving was due entirely to internal strife and infighting. No. I think that the dissolution of the California Minutemen was precisely because of the interest of the state. It's not blindly there, Indy. It's not following blindly. All right. It's with the guidance of the United States Constitution. So if not my president, if the president, because unlawful or not, he's the president right now. All right. Trump handed over the keys. That's how that works. If the president renders an order to the militia that is under the constitutional decrees, follows those decrees specifically, I can't refuse. That's how it is. I'm sorry, but I'd do it again. I'm not happy about it. But you got to take the bad with the good. I agree with you. Trump was wrong to hand over the keys. And it would sit ill with me. However, good conscience does not come into the Constitution. The Constitution specifically says to aid in the common defense and defense of the Commonwealth of the United States of America. That's the orders. That's literally, that is the first order of the United States militia. The second order of the United States militia is to follow any orders handed down by the United States President of office, unless that order directly conflict with the interest of the people, the Constitution, or liberty in general. That's the second order. And so when it comes down to it, I have to follow. I don't have a choice. I mean, I have a choice. I can go sit my happy ass in a fucking cell in Leavenworth. Would you rather I was there? I agree. And yet, I must still follow those orders. I figure I could do a hell of a lot more for my country, for my kin, than I can, being free, being out and about, than I can from Leavenworth. Sorry. It is what it is. No, I would see. That's the thing, Indy. Being a Minuteman, that would be an unconstitutional order. That would be directly acting against the first order of the Constitution to all Minutemen. I would not be aiding in the common defense, but rather be working against it if I were to fight the people. Do you see how that works? Biden doesn't just get to call on us for his every damn whimsy. It don't work like that. If there's somebody who is attacking from foreign soil, he has the right and the ability to order us to attack because it is aiding in the common defense. However, I highly doubt he'll ever do that. He'd probably fucking sit there and say, hey, come on in. as he's already done. And so I don't have to follow that order. See how that works? As a constitutional Minuteman, that's literally how that works. Labels mean nothing if they do not describe what is specifically labeled. Labels are just another freaking fancy way of going and saying, well, at least we know what it is. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't be acting against the people. I haven't been acting against the people. That's the crazy thing here. Why do you think Biden has not been able to put my ass in fucking chains? It is literally because I have stood to the common defense. Being a Minuteman, I can't just walk away. See, that's the thing. It doesn't work like being in the military. In the military, you can hand in a resignation and that's it. You're done. In the militia, you got a couple of ways of walking away. Death, dismemberment, or unconstitutional orders. Those are your methods. If it's an unconstitutional order, I can simply turn around and tell him, have you a good day. I'm not happy about it. I don't agree with it, but I accept it. What's it that they say? The first part of knowing that you got a problem is you accept that you've got a problem. Well, I got a problem. Yeah, there's plenty we could do about it if we ever had representation. And see, there's the big issue. There's no representation of the people or the people's interests. That doesn't mean that I get to just turn around and say, well, fuck you. I'm not following your orders. What I can do is I can look at the validity of the order according to the Constitution of the United States in the interest of the people. If it does not follow those interests and that particular document, I could turn around and say, fuck you, and very nicely, and walk away. It's not tyranny. That's what we all signed up for when we stood to, to gain our liberty. That is correct, Hawkstooth. Militia are for the people, by the people, and are the people. Now, there are those of us who have gone the step further. We raised our right hand. We swore an oath to stand in the common defense, the defense of the Commonwealth, the Constitution, the Republic for which it was created, and our sovereignty as a nation. Like I said, it's not something you can turn around and walk away from. A lot of people, they say, oh, well, it's just words. To me, it's not just words. I bled for that fucking bunch of words. I've had to stand in a courtroom and defend that oath. Because my public pretender did not know what grounds he could stand upon. We do have a situation in this country, and I do understand that, except that it is a precarious one. Mind you, if Biden says the militia must go out and start handing out vaccines, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, my oath was to not harm an American citizen, but to defend them. That order is unconstitutional, and I will not follow it. Just like if somebody orders me to go around fucking policing whether people have masks on or not, my time is better spent fucking standing on the fucking shoreline with my rifle in my hands. I'll be honest with you. So that's literally what it is. I have a duty. It's not a job. It's not a pastime. It's not something I could just walk away from. That's how that works. It is a duty. When it comes time to throw off government and make for brighter future securities, I also have that duty. That's prescribed to the militias. So just remember, it's not always what it seems. You see, Americans, and I know it's been said before, and I'm beating a dead horse with this. God, I hate that turn of phrase. It's been said before, and I'm reiterating the point now. Americans have 3 boxes which we may turn to when we disagree with some act. We have the ballot box. When that ballot box does not work, we have the soapbox. When we are dragged from that soapbox, we have one more box to turn to. Can anybody go ahead and tell me what that is? Very well done there, my brother. Anti. It is the ammo box. Hi, Janet. How you doing? see you. Oh. It's a mite chilly out there. So yes, the three boxes are your ballot box, your soap box, and when all else fails and you have nothing else to turn to, we have the ammo box. We are, by the nature of being born in this country or coming to this country legally, soldiers. And that is the truth of it. We are, every last one of us, fighters, warriors. Those who do not understand that they are warriors, they are fighters, they are leaders, are not Americans. Because they do not grasp the concept and accept their dutiful situation. And when I say that, I want you to understand, whether you like it or not, unless you have served in some other capacity in the military or as a police officer, FBI agent, what have you, if you are just an average Joe, you are the militia. Which means that, and mind you, if you haven't sworn an oath, that's up to you, but that, be it what it may be. You can still be drafted into the military. You can still be called upon as a militiaman. And yeah, believe it or don't, those who have not taken an oath can still have a freaking subpoena sent to their doorstep to join with and serve with the United States militias. To this day, just because a piece of the Constitution was sat there and, written out of being by a bunch of freaking idiots that didn't know what they were doing, knew what they were doing and were setting us up, doesn't mean that the militia doesn't exist. We continue to exist because of good men and women. Such as y'all. Good men and women. Yeah, even you, bug out. Don't tell me you ain't a good dude. Good sense of humor always prescribes a good man. Even when it's a dark sense of humor like y'all. Some days I wonders, where would we be if it wasn't for good people? No, Gary, she knows exactly what's going on here. But anyhow, So y'all gonna jump in the boxer? Am I just gonna sit here and chunner for the next hour and a half? Where's the polar bears when you need them? Yes, I'd be stuck here for another several hours, but as it were, it don't bother me none. Oh no, here we go. I'm gonna get mobbed. I'm kidding. I'm happy about it. Shucks. Make me feel all of a dither now. Oh shit now. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna have to go and water the trees pretty soon here. That being said, I've got a couple more minutes in me. So, any questions? Well, what do you know? Let's see if he can get up here now. There he is. Hey, brother.
Hey, everybody. How you doing, brother?
I am living.
You're bored?
I'm sorry, what? No,
Sorry,
if I was bored, I'd just drive away. You know how it is. If I was bored, I'd be going to look and get myself hammered so I could find me some nails and, you know.
I just want to say that Independent Mini United, I admire your zeal, though. I really do. I understand you, brother.
Indy's a system, whatever.
Give me a sec. Oh, I'm getting up. What are you looking at? Come on, let's go. Woo. Are you out of the snow?
Yeah, I'm out in the snow. I got past the snow probably a few hours back. Shit, about like 5:30. I pulled in up there in Reading, had me a good snooze, and then I drove for a couple hours, and then I got off the road and went and got me a cup of coffee, and here's I am.
Cool. You shutting down for the night?
Now, after all this, I'm gonna be jumping back on the road.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, you're not missing anything, are you?
What, $50 bill?
It was. I found it in the pin.
Ah, shit. Well,
Yeah.
that's going to come out in the morning. Be following the dog around with a baggie.
That's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna go out in the yard and dig for some treasure. See what they dug up. See if I can't find where they're getting this money from. Am I
They're
froze
pulling it
up?
off Hawk, they're pulling it off the table. If you could do me a favor, move the table back about like 1.5 feet.
Okay, I'll do that. Am I froze up on there?
Nope, you're good.
Okay. It's froze up on my end then.
Yeah, it is solid white.
Yeah, I'm up for one of my patrols.
Well, give old Kitty Whiskers the old 1-2 if he comes marching down that mountain.
Oh, you know I will. I'll probably scream first, but I will.
No, don't do that, because then you'll run him out of your line of fire.
Okay.
Your best bet is wait till that light pops on and then smack him right in the gourd.
Yeah. I'll have to hold my grit then.
Yeah, I'm telling you, brother, it ain't easy now.
Yeah.
The only time that you notice when I was sitting there in the backyard and dealing with that bear, and I started screaming. Only reason why I was yelling was because I couldn't see. I mean, I could see the shape of the bear and whatnot, but I couldn't see well enough to be able to make the shot. So I yelled at him, and he went running and hollering off over the top of the fence. So,
yeah,
or what we call the bear.
Yeah. I remember that night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm fair certain actually I had somebody in a fucking ghillie suit in my backyard a couple of months back, and we've been dealing with some problems up there in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
They've the folks around there have tried to run me out, run Chad out of there. It didn't work. They tried to run my dogs out of there. My dog fucking bit one of the motherfuckers on the fucking ankle, and I know it because I found him squealing like he'd been kicked. So I'm just gonna see you come in my backyard, you may not leave.
Yeah.
Just fair warning now, because that's the situation there. We got somebody running around in a freaking Gumby suit, thinking that he's a Mr. Badass and dropping his pistol down his shorts. Pretty much.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting them in all shapes and sizes.
Not and it ain't just ghillie suit guy. It's we got squatch that come running through that area. We got freaking puma that go through that area. We got wolves. We got freaking coyotes. We got bears. I mean, there's a throw of wild animals.
Yeah.
So, bye, Grace. The fuck on with that shit.
Heck, we opened up the garage and we're chilling in the garage, and I looked up the street and there's coyotes on the other side of the street just chilling there. So yeah.
Honest to God, I couldn't take a shot because I couldn't see them well enough to tell if they was coyotes or dogs.
Yep.
I was sitting there at the rifle in hand, ready to.
Yeah. Yeah, we checked the tracks the next day and verified it was coyotes, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cub Scouts. Why? I don't know about them Cub Scouts. I ain't never had one come running across my property. Now, that being said, I was a good Cub Scout. I was a Boy Scout after, so. Then I was a Girl Scout. You know, I ate me a brownie. There's a fucking joke for you. I'm pretty sure nobody's heard in a year.
I'm gonna show that dollar again. Can y'all see it?
I sees it.
How much you want to bet that somebody jumped in the backyard and Houdini stole his wallet?
Oh, there's some at there, because I did take all my cash with me, brother. I would not be surprised if Houdini caught somebody who was not supposed to be in my backyard and he showed them, hey, motherfucker, I got bigger.
Yeah, good thing the guy's wallet's the only thing Houdini got a hold of while he was going over the fence, or trying to at least. For the guy, at least, you know. Good for him.
Well, good for Houdini too, because you know, if he takes a chunk out of somebody and they come back, you know, they might come back looking for blood.
Yeah. I've been starting to smoke in the backyard because the front's getting a little sketchy for right now.
All right.
So
I do.
What's that?
I says that's better for the dogs too. They can get out and use the restroom and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of split it. You know, sometimes I'll go out front and sometimes I'll go out back.
I'll beg you watch yourself though, and watch your step. Landmines everywhere out there.
Yeah. There still ain't no poop on the concrete patio though.
Well, I taught them right now, didn't I?
Yes, sir. But yeah, the yard's a big old minefield.
I'll say is this much. You come in my backyard, you might leave with more than what you intended.
Oh yeah.
Whether it
especially
be
in a couple more months.
Be shit.
In a couple more months, they're going to be a lot bigger. They're gonna be a lot more to contend with, you know.
Oh yeah.
If there was just one of them and they were full grown, you know, it wouldn't be much of a problem. But there's two, so I pity a fool.
Yeah, there's Houdini and there's Venus, and of the two of them, actually, Venus is the more vicious.
Yep.
Houdini's the smarter one,
so
and he'll catch your ass on the way out.
Yep. You won't even see him coming.
Nope.
You're going to be too focused on Venus while he slips around the side.
He's black as the night, so yeah, good luck with seeing his ass.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and by the by, for anybody here that has ever wondered, yes, I am training my dog to be a canine. So please do not fuck with my dog. I for your own safety. That's one of the perks of my animal caretaker's license. I actually I can train dogs to be canines. and cadaver dogs and bomb disposal dogs. I mean, not disposal, bomb sniffing dogs, and the like. So, yeah, that's one of the perks of that. And I can guarantee you my dog will be canine trained. Like I says to my brother here, all I got to say is one word, just one. You might need to get surgery afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah, it is getting pretty late.
I'm gonna go AFK for a cigarette.
All right.
I'll be right back.
See you later, brother. All right. Oh. Yeah, as I was just saying before, and y'all heard, we've had several intruders there on the property, thinking that they own the place, thinking that they can come up inside my place and not, find themselves at the wrong end of my rifle. Well, don't know if you know this, but every state in the union, you're allowed to defend your property. And I mean every state. Hawaii, too. That's called castle doctrine. Once they come beyond the curtilage of your house, fair fucking game. And in the state of Oregon, there is the stand your ground clause, meaning that no matter where you are, you have a right to your self-defense. It's one of the reasons why I was thinking, nice to be up there. It ain't Idaho, but it'll have to suffice for now. Bug out. You literally fought the Taliban over Girl Scout cookies. Did they ask you for Samoa? Samoa lead biscuits? I joked, but fun is fun. Well, let's see here. I've done seen enough hell in my life. Oh yes, we do. You know what? I think I'll work on that for you. As soon as I get me some more material, as it were. An artist rendering of Santa wearing a t-shirt under a coat that says "Stand Your Ground, Santa." Yeah, I think I'll work on that. Be a mite purty. Hey, Santa Claus, if you're watching this video, I only want one thing for Christmas. Only one thing. And I swears, I've been a nice boy. I've been doing my duties. I've been doing my righteous, and I stayed out of trouble. If and you could, than you would. Get your elves to tinker me out one of them hot sun blitz in 30 caliber. I'd certainly appreciate it, and I'd put it to good use. Seeing as how I'm gonna have to spend my freaking stimulus check just to be able to get to and from the freaking idiot circus down there in Los Angeles. I ain't gonna have the money to buy it for myself this year. It do bother me now. Oh, I would go start a GoFundMe and all that fun raz, but nah, I ain't asking somebody else for help now, because situation is, why, I'd feel ashamed of myself. That's not something I'd do. I mean, I ain't got no monetized channels or nothing like that. I ain't interested in none of that. I try to come by my monies honestly. So I ain't gonna ask anybody for that. Maybe Santa Claus, because I try to do the right thing. Per always. Christmas is that time of year when I kind of just sit back and let everybody else have fun. I ain't never got what I wanted for Christmas, say for one time, and that was when I was 8 years old. I got me a Red Ryder BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Oh, but Santa brought me a Red Ryder for Christmas one year, and that was about all as I ever, I thank God, I thank Santa Claus, and I thank my parents for it. And that was my Christmas gift when I was 8 years old. That's the one as I remember. More than anything else, my daddy bought me a BB gun. And I showed my daddy I was able to be righteous with it. So for my birthday the next year, he bought me a pellet gun. And I've worked up from there. There are days I wish to God that things could have gone a little differently. I could have had a little bit different of a life. But other times I'm thankful, because the reality is I have had a fucking interesting life. And Christmas was commercialized long before I was ever born, Janet. Now, be honest, you shouldn't just spend time with your family on Christmas. Should be at the drop of a hat. Heck, I know everybody likes to get together for the holidays and what's not, because you get the time off from work and it, yeah, great. But what about just out of the blue? You ever say hi to your mama or your sisters, your brothers, right out of the blue? It's astonishing. And if the crazy thing is that you have a greater relationship when you do that than when you just show up on the holidays and eat all their food. Drink all their booze. To be quite honest, I appreciate my family, and I appreciate the fact that we all get together on the holidays, but it shouldn't need to be a holiday. Exactly, anti. Forced or obligated time with family isn't time with family. That's just keeping the status quo, seeing to the niceties, being courteous. Mind, yes, I am a courteous man, I'm a polite man because I go armed, and I recognize most of the country goes armed. But I see no need, none, to just keep people happy. That don't work. That don't do nothing for nobody, and it it makes for ill feelings sometimes. You should always be looking to it as somebody drops out the sky on your lap, happens to be your family members. That's what you do. You're there for them. You're there to show them love, because hey, that's your family. That's your family. When you got to be there to help them, or they've got to be there to help you, that's your family. If they ain't there to help you and you ain't there to help them, and it ain't kind to be around them, they're not family. Uh-oh. I got a rat in front of me, jumping in and out of the trash can. I smell a rat. Dirty motherfucker. um I'm not quite all that certain what to say to y'all anymore about that one. That's far as it goes. I'll be bush pretty hard, but family ain't family when you feel obliged. I think he heard you there, Anti. He went, no. Little rat bastard. All right. Well, when Native goes live, let me know. Y'all go over there and say hi. I mean, has yourself a good old time. You know how it is. I thought, Dangerous is getting off, and not everybody's an easy sleeper. Whoa, that's a big fucking rat. I think I might actually get a snack out of that. Oh, that's funny. That's a big fucking rat. That's a chonk right there. Damn. Big old motherfucker. Shit, I wish I could show y'all. He's a big. To be quite honest, that thing is as big as a fucking squirrel. Holy shit. All right, y'all. Have a good one. I'm gonna call her right here. It's been, man. I bid y'all a good night and hope the best for you. I'll probably see y'all next in either Fresno or Los Angeles. Much love. God bless. Y'all live righteous. And no matter fucking what, don't you follow no goddamn unconstitutional orders now. Wahoo! I'm out.